Press record.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, this is our first video on what's the channel name, Badim? What's the channel name? You let them know. Let them know.
Kick rocks.
Yeah, that's what we do. We kick rocks, right? Yeah, so we're just two individuals. We love football, so we decided to start this channel, speak about football. Something we love to do, something we love to speak about. So, might as well share what
It's
we
all
got
out
to
of love.
share. Yeah, it's all definitely out of love. We're gonna share what we gotta share. If you value it, you fuck with it, you know, feel free to subscribe and yeah, continue on with us. But
Hit
today
that
we're just,
like button.
yep. Subscribe, all that good stuff. So basically it's the halfway in the season. Basically, to be honest. I mean, there were some games today. AC Milan played today. I think they lost probably like 2-0 from last time I checked. They were losing. Who scored a goal? It was a defender.
Wait, you
Um,
said Milan lost?
Yeah, Milan, they lost. They were losing 2-0 last time I checked. A defender
Oh, okay.
scored. Romero scored from Atalanta. His defender. He's actually plays for
Oh,
Juve.
okay.
He's on loan at Atalanta. I don't know why. I
Hmm.
mean, Juve, the defense is pretty good this season, but
I don't know about that, but
it's but it's
check
okay.
the check the
Okay.
score. Check the score,
Yeah, I'm gonna check the score right now. Let me check.
because they're supposed to be winning the league this year. They can't be dropping points like that. Well, I
Oh,
mean,
they
to
lost. They lost.
Atalanta, I guess. I mean, I guess it is what it is, but
Yeah,
like,
they lost. They lost 3-0. Zapata scored. Ilicic scored. Ilicic had a penalty, and yes, Romero, the defender, scored. So
hmm
yeah, but so today the topic for today is basically since we're gonna just like be reviewing like halfway through the season. So we're just gonna talk about like surprising teams and surprising players so far this season. I definitely want to see what the team got to say, and we're gonna do the top 5 leagues, and then we're gonna get some
and some,
personal. And
and
yeah,
some.
well, top 5 leagues and some personal questions, and at the end, some some fuggy questions I got from my man Zadim, and gas each other more and more, and then we can definitely get like
Mhm.
people's comments involved in the future. But yeah, so surprising team for you. I mean, it depends what league you want to start at, Zadim. To be honest,
I mean, it's obvious which league we have to start at.
and what league is that?
I guess it's Premier League.
Okay, we could definitely start there. I mean, would you like to, would you like to go
Well, we,
first? You
we
want to go first?
um yeah, let me yeah, I'll go first. I guess my surprise team for so far. At first it would have been Tottenham, but they've been having a bad stretch since like December started. They've
Mm-hmm.
been through a bad stretch, so I had
Yeah.
to cross them off the list. I was gonna say Everton, but they caught fire and then just disappeared as well. So I mean, for right now, mm, I think I'm gonna have to go with Man United, just because it's like no one thought they're gonna be where they are right now. So, well, at least
Um.
I know I didn't.
No, I definitely agree. I mean, I could definitely say that for sure. I mean, you could definitely say most of the burden is on Bruno. Majority of it actually is all on Bruno, to be honest. And I don't know where this Man United team will be without him, but for right now, Pogba's been having a reassurance right now. Like he's been real good the last couple games I've seen him. Like that goal against Fulham, in the game before
Mhm.
that as well, he didn't score, but he had a lot to do. He had a lot involved in the game, and it's like the tactics behind Man United right now. The way Ali has like Pogba and Bruno kind of playing with each other. Um,
Mhm.
he deserves a lot of credit for that because I know definitely for sure we was hearing a lot of stuff on him about probably getting fired, and right now he's proving everyone wrong. To be honest, I mean to work with this team. To be honest, I don't think their team is really that good, that talented, but to see where they are right now, like you got to give them credit for credit where credit's due. Like
Mhm.
Donny Van de Beek's not even playing, like barely playing, and teams producing. So I mean, I kind of like that show. You got anything else to add to that?
Um, I mean, you just said that Ollie was on like the hot seat and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's between him and like Arteta. Like every time they get in the hot seat, bro, the team just comes through for them. Like I don't know if you noticed that. Like every time, like it seems like things are going bad, they bail them out right then and there.
I mean, it did. I mean, it happens to a lot of teams, especially with Arteta. You know, first season, he was there. He came in, and most of the teams when they have a new coach or a new manager comes in, there's like a lot of positive optimism that's like in the dressing room and everything like that. So they buy into the system. But the thing is, he tried to, like, the thing with Arteta, especially in like the beginning of the season, why it was so bad, he tried to implement so many things that he probably shouldn't have, and he did at the wrong time. Like he wants to implement a system, but he needs to do it slowly, and he needs to realize that the player he has are not that like.
His personnel just it didn't fit with it.
And I actually
But
think the same thing with Dolly, to be honest. Like I don't think damn bro, I got yo my fault, bro. I'm getting emails and shit. I gotta this got to go, bro. Like why right now? But yeah, like I was saying, like I think it's the same thing with Ollie. I don't think Ollie wants to play this like kind of like counter-attacking so much, because you can see sometimes they struggle to break down teams, Man United.
Mm-hmm.
And you know they do sometimes rely on a lot of brilliance. They rely like on a lot of like talent to like get them through games. Sometimes they don't really demand the game, like, or control the game to the fullest capacity that they can do. I mean, they're not the same Man United from like 10 years ago, so I can't really expect that. But Ollie's doing the best he can do with the squad he has. And I don't think he is playing the way he really wants to play. I think he does want to play like a little bit more fluidly, like more with more fluidness. And you know, if Pogba was to continue this form, I think he would start to get there closely. Like I think if they get a defensive midfielder, you'll start to see them not to play on the counter so much. Someone that can like transition from the defense to the like into like the midfield, and to like
Someone who could give the ball to Bruno and then so he can start the offense.
that most definitely, because that dude.
Because he basically that like he been like tracking back, like he been getting the ball like out his own box and then like bringing it up.
Oh yeah, especially against Liverpool, like it was. I mean, for me, like especially we could definitely touch upon that since we are touching upon Man United, like that Liverpool game. What you think about that Liverpool game? You didn't get to watch it, did you? Or
Nah, I didn't get to watch it, but basically from what I heard was like
you get to touch on the
it was
highlight?
like it was like it was I didn't even watch the highlights because I don't know when it comes to like 0-0 games, if I don't watch the game, I'm not watching the highlights.
No,
Even though I should, I should
I
start.
can't say nothing about that. I can't say nothing
But
about
like I don't know. From what I heard, it was basically like Liverpool was just hanging in there like the whole game, pretty much. Like Man United wasn't like finishing their chances.
I mean, for me,
Or
like
was it the other way around?
I mean, to be honest, it was just like Liverpool. They were like they had chances, but not like clear cut chances. Like they didn't really test
Mm-hmm.
De Gea as much as they should. I mean, but Firmino was missing like I don't know what the hell would he like his how he was kicking the ball. Like he had this one chance where Mane like cut the ball back to him on his left foot, and like he just like scuffed the shot on his left foot, and it was like the easiest save De Gea probably made the whole game. It was like I don't know if that shit. I don't remember it going wide or he saved it, but it was just like damn. Like Firmino, I don't know what's good for Firmino. He was never like an amazing goal scorer, but he was like someone.
Like he was just like like if it was like hockey, like he gets that hockey assist. That's
Like
what
he
I feel like he
scores and
was.
like he gels the team together, but like right now,
Yeah.
like the team needs more than just the gel he gives, the creativity, like the freedom he gives for Mane and Salah to like make those runs in behind or like kind of cut in as forwards. But like he needs goals. Like I can't wait for if when Jota comes back, Liverpool's gonna be straight. They're gonna
I
challenge.
don't I don't think that I don't think that like Salah's playing good or Mane's playing good right now either. Like it's all
Yeah,
three of them too.
for the
Like
last four games have
like
been.
if you've been like looking at like Salah, like he's been like stagnant and he's just been chilling on that right side. Like if he's not getting the ball, then like he's not involved. And he doesn't like make any runs like through the middle or anything like that. Like I don't know. It's just I feel like Liverpool just like yeah, their team was good a couple years ago and stuff. But I don't know, just the way that things are now, I feel like I'm not gonna say their time is over, but like they gotta like move some pieces before like
Most definitely. And I feel like it is getting that time. That's why they bought Jota in the summertime. And I think they got him at like a really good price because
Mhm.
for me, he was a good player. Like he was a player that you can see like, okay, is he gonna make improvements? Is he gonna make strides? Like basing off basing off the seasons you already seen from him. So if you're saying if he plays on a better team around better players, he will become a better player, which I definitely
Mhm.
agree. Like, and that's one thing that a lot of teams do struggle with to see that. And I think Liverpool have done a great job to doing that. Like when they bought Mane, people didn't. I mean, Mane was having a good seasons at Southampton and stuff like that. And, they bought him to take a chance on him. But but yeah, to move on though, let's move on to like your surprising player for like this so far this season, your surprising player.
My surprising player so far, I'm gonna say Harry Kane, just because like yeah, we know he's a good striker. We know he scores goals and stuff, but like
Mm-hmm.
the way he's playing this year is kind of like it's more like completing his game because he like I like this year he's been falling back into like that number 10 role. Like not saying that that's how we start, but in the game, like you could tell like he'll get the ball
Mm-hmm.
like near his own box and then boom, feed out to Son, boom, goal. Like I don't know, I just feel like he's building upon like the passing in his game and like setting up his teammates because we already knew he could score goals. So like now that he added that, like if you go look at his numbers, it's just ridiculous. Like
Oh yeah, I think it's 12 goals, 11 assists this season.
yeah,
I mean, Son is on, I think, I think it's either 11 or 12 goals as well.
yeah, they're already in double digits.
Yeah, and I think he's also on six. I think Son has 6 assists. To touch upon that, to be honest, I gotta like, it's kind of hard to give Mourinho credit, but like I guess the same thing with Dolly. It's like I think he's giving Kane I feel like Kane just fits Mourinho to like the best to his ability. Like he's just a Mourinho
Yeah,
striker. Like
like once they bought in that system, it just he made it work. Like things were just clicking.
yeah, and I do feel like it reminds me a lot of other Mourinho teams and other like in to like really compare it to another Mourinho team probably be Inter like just
Hmm.
just like Eto and Melito, and Melito is nowhere near as good as Kane is, just to put that out there. I mean, no offense to Melito, no offense to
I
him,
mean,
but
we just speaking the facts, man.
yeah, it is. I mean, like to compare them to like how they're playing, like those two strikers, the way they played with each other, it's like kind of like how Son and Kane are playing. Like Son is not really playing
Hmm.
like a winger he used to play like getting the ball like on on the touchline. Like he's more
Hmm.
he gets it more like now in central areas most of
Yeah,
the
in
time. Like
space or
CJ,
like while he's on or like making runs. That's like
yeah,
when he gets the ball.
like he makes runs from outside in
Hmm.
and instead of like getting the ball and dribbling past people, which he was amazing at. To be honest, he's always been a good player. I think he's ever since like this year, he's always been underrated to me. If it was someone else, like for example, like Bale, yes, he was amazing. That's on amazing. But like if that was Son, I don't think he would get the same like recognition. I don't know, it's because he's Asian maybe or something. But
He's Asia's goat.
like
He got respect in Asia.
I mean, yes, I mean South Korean, they produce talent. Like I feel like for one of the nations in Asia, they produce a lot of talent. Like Park Ji Sung
Hmm.
and Son and oh my gosh, like what was that dude's name? Played for Swansea. I forgot his name. He used to play. He was a good baller. He was a good midfielder. I mess with him a lot. But yeah, man. If you touch upon that, I'm gonna go ahead and touch upon my team and player. To be honest, I should
Yeah,
we should have went
let me hear what you got to say.
we
Oh
should have
yeah,
went
we should have went back and
team
forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was dumb bust. But for me, I went with Leicester. I think Leicester is having a surprise season right now. I think
Hmm.
just looking at their team, I don't think their team is as talented as Brendan Rodgers has had them playing. To be honest, like
Hmm.
Jamie Vardy, he's having a pretty good season. Just to look at it, I'm gonna like I should
Is he?
I should have looked
He's
at it.
injured right now, right?
Nah, he played last game. He didn't score, but he had a good game. Like Jamie Vardy doesn't have to touch
Okay.
the ball. He doesn't have to touch the ball to have a good game. But
He's like what? He's like 33, right? He's old.
facts,
Like
bro.
that dude came to stardom with, like in his like the end of his prime.
Yeah, but I think it was like 28, around 28. Yeah, 28 years old when he was like, came into the league. I think it was around that time.
What
But
that was when Leicester got promoted, right?
or not. Okay, so I think it was around 27 because they got promoted. He didn't do that well in his first season in the Premier League because Icho was playing. I think Icho was playing
Hmm.
just as much as him or playing more than him. But
Hmm.
I think in that back half of the season when they had that like escape because I think they were at the bottom of the league.
Yeah, they just barely
Yeah.
made it.
And they barely made it. But Jamie Vardy had a good like a pretty good second half. But to touch upon like Leicester even more, like I mean Jamie Vardy has 11 goals this season. Most of them were penalties, but like who really cares? You still have to score the penalty. So yeah, but like to touch
Hmm.
upon Leicester, like a bunch of the other players are having like pretty good season. Like Harvey Barnes, he has 6 goals and 2 assists this season. But the thing is, like to me, when I watch him play, like he is a good player, but like I don't know. I don't think he's amazing. Like I don't see like I think he could be a good, decent Premier League player. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
could be like a decent Premier League player, not too amazing. But he's a good player. He's a good player. He's good at He's a really good dribbler. Good at attacking spaces correctly. And he knows him and it's weird because him and cause what is it? Oh, Justin, him and Justin on that side, they have like a good like little connection with each other, which is very like weird because they haven't played. I don't know if they've been playing with each other for so long, but I don't know. They only been playing with each other for probably just the beginning of 2020 because I know Justin got into the squad for Leicester last year. He hasn't been playing for Leicester for too long.
Yeah, he came in. Didn't he come in like a year ago, right? The mid transfer window. It was either that one or in the summer.
I mean, like they didn't buy him, but I think he came from the academy.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it was.
It's just like he got into the team. I think when injuries like when Pereira got injured, they moved I think they moved Castagna out to the right side when Pereira got injured, and then they put Justin on the
Mhm.
left side. But sometimes Justin was playing like the right center back of three, and he was doing a good job. He is having a good season too, to be honest too. But yeah, that whole Leicester squad, they're playing to a higher expectation, or they're playing to a higher standard. And Brendan Rodgers is, for me, like one of the most underrated like managers out there. Like for him, seeing him at Celtic and doing what he does, and then like seeing teams not go for him before Leicester does, it's just weird. Like why do like I don't get it. Like Chelsea could have got him in my opinion. Like, and Roman Abramovich is not afraid to spend money. Like, I rather would have got him than go get a Lampard that's been coaching for 2 years. So it's kind of like it. I don't know. It's just I feel like clubs don't really rate him as much. I think it's time at Liverpool. They should never sack him. They sacked him way too early, for my opinion. Like he almost won you the league. And then I think like it was the year after he like started the league pretty slowly, and then they sacked him. Like he was like in sixth place. I'm like, it didn't make so much sense. But yeah, I think Brendan Rodgers is a great coach, to be honest. Probably the best English coach right now. And yeah, I think Leicester's going to be surprising. Yeah, looking at the table, Tottenham's in fifth. No, yeah, Tottenham's in fifth, I think. And Liverpool's in fourth, Leicester's in third. And looking at it right now, I think they will get Champions League football, to be honest, especially if they continue this form. If they don't, then me making this prediction will make me look kind of stupid, but it's okay.
Aren't they?
Okay.
Are they in Europa League or they don't have any European football?
They are in Europa League. They're in the next round,
Okay.
in the round of 32. I forgot. I don't remember who they're versing, but I think they're not versing a strong team. I think the only people that I have strong knockout games in Europa League are Arsenal. They're versing Benfica.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Oh, oh man, I
I
mean,
just know, yo, that's in a couple weeks. That's next month.
yeah, that's next month. It is next month. That's crazy. And Arsenal's schedule is crazy. But we're not speaking about Arsenal. But Leicester, they don't have a tough like schedule coming up too. Like their schedule is pretty a pretty simple schedule, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I feel like for their schedule for the Premier League, I feel like they spread out their games against like the big clubs are like all spread out. They're not like back to back. Like Liverpool, they're about to play the five or like the top seven teams, bro, in like the next like few weeks with like their depleted squad. So I
I
feel like
mean,
their scheduling too kind of helped them out.
so Leicester's next two games are Everton and Leeds. Two winnable games, but two difficult games. And actually, now that I say this, looking at their schedule for the next 5 games is actually a difficult schedule. So they got Everton, they got Leeds, they got Fulham, Wolves, Liverpool, Aston Villa, and then Arsenal. So their schedule is actually difficult for the next coming
I
game.
mean, but
That's
but I still expect them to take points. Like I'm not expecting them to drop points.
you could
You could drop points.
say that.
You could drop points against like Everton, but like Fulham, I expect them to win. Aston Villa, Leeds, like they have to win those games.
I mean, but see the thing with Aston Villa, I think Aston Villa, I could have picked Aston Villa for a surprise team. Also, I mean, they're in 11th place, but they have 3 games in hand on everybody. Like basically, they only play 16 games because of all the stuff that's going on. So a lot of games got postponed, and if they win their next 3 games, they're easily in the back in the top 5. So
no, I was just about to say that because they're only like what 10 points out of first or like 11.
matter of fact, let me look at that shit right now.
Because I know the top 10's like within like 10. It's like something crazy.
So Aston Villa right now are at actually they have 2 games in hand. My apologies. They have 2 games in hand. And did they play today? What the hell? I swear, because Arsenal was in 10th place literally like an hour ago. But yeah, so they moved up to 10th. They're 2 games. They have 2 games in hand. They have 27 points. I think they drew their last. I think they just drew a game because I know they were at 26. So let me take a look at this.
If that 27, what Man United has what 38?
Yeah, and they have 2 games in hand.
So they could easily go. That's 33 points is what that's top 5.
So right now they're actually playing Newcastle right now. So actually we might not know. We might not know how much points they actually have. So they're playing Newcastle right now. But actually just to touch on Aston Villa anyways, and just to get back to that table. Get back to the table, my guy. But yeah, so yeah, they're at 27 points right now. If they win, they'll go to 29. They go to 29. And they go to 29, they will jump up to 8th. They'll jump up to 8th. And at 29, with 2 games in hand, they could move into the top 4 over Liverpool. So it's like Aston Villa will be a tough game for Leicester, to be honest. And I looking at Leicester's fixture, they do have a tough schedule, but like you said, I do expect them to take some points in these difficult games. Because seeing them versus Chelsea, and they played way better than Chelsea did, but Chelsea didn't play as bad as people say they did. It's just like they look weird in their final third. Chelsea do. We're not talking about you. They just look so weird, bro. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like Lampard just looks weird, bro. Like I like the building from the back to midfield is okay, but sometimes the midfield might look unbalanced without Conte in it, because Kovac is just not a defensive midfielder.
He's not a Conte.
Yeah, he's not a Conte, but he's just not a defensive midfielder like that. Like even if you,
and Jorginho wasn't either.
Yeah, Jorginho doesn't fit that system. He's gonna leave in the summer. I'm surprised he's not leaving this right now, but to cover for the rest of
no one has bread right now, bro. Like teams, they can't even fire their coach, bro, because they don't even have the money to pay.
I don't say that. They probably do. They'll go to the bank. They'll get this shit from the bank. I mean, I mean, to be honest, though, I
Like,
mean, like, it wouldn't make sense to sell
if
Jorginho anyways because they need squad depth. But what were you gonna say?
no, I'm just saying, like, if you're a coach right now, your job is secured for the time being, no matter what your team is doing. Unless you coach at like PSG, like where they got oil money, then like obviously your job will be secured. But like if any of these regular clubs,
I mean, I mean,
like
I mean, they did fire Tuchel too. They did fire him a couple weeks ago.
that's what I'm saying. Like, cause they PSG got money. Come on, PSG they're sitting on some money.
I don't say that, bro. Because anything can happen. Anything can happen. But I'm move on to my player. I'm gonna move on to my player real quick. Next shot.
Mm-hmm.
And my player is actually kind of a surprising one. I went with Ollie Watkins, to be honest. I went with Ollie Watkins because I feel like he's like when I watch him play, his talent, like he has a lot of talent. Like he can do everything on the field, like everything as a striker. He can drop deep, can collect the ball, he can dribble, he can head the ball, he has a good shooting. He
He's
can
complete.
pass. Yeah, he's a complete striker, and he's young. I think he's either like 22.
19, right?
No,
Oh, he's like
yeah, he's like
I
he's like
forced it.
yeah, you did force it, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay, no problem with that. But he's like 21, 22, maybe around that age. But he's a he's a good ass player. Like, and I feel like in a couple like probably like a year or two, if he keeps producing good numbers. 'Cause right now he has 6 goals and 2 assists in the league. He has 8 goals in all competitions. But those 2 goals were in the Carabao Cup. So, but goals are goals. So 6 goals in all, 6 goals in the league and 2 assists. And I don't think the numbers don't speak for itself too much. I think he averages probably like around like I think like 3 shots per game, like around 3 shots per game,
Mm-hmm.
around there.
Doesn't like for Aston Villa, don't they have like a lot of like their goals are like kind of spread out among the players, right? Because I don't see
They
like
kind of are. They kind of are.
it's because he's their top goal scorer, right?
I think so in the league. He is their top goal scorer, and he is goddamn. But yeah, he is their top goal scorer. Shit, and Grealish I think has 5 goals, and 4 assists, something around there. And like he fits that whole thing. Like he makes everything.
He completes the puzzle. Just
Yeah, he does, and he makes everything easier for that team. Because last year they didn't really have a striker, and they were lucky enough to actually get a striker like that. Because to be honest, like Ollie Watkins, I think he scored like 23 goals in the championship last season, and like I didn't know. I didn't know he was that good. Like I never watched him play until this season, and when I seen him play against Arsenal and the runs he was making, and that one goal he scored because Leno, I don't know what the hell Leno was doing that one time, but he was touring us up, man. Just the runs he was making. He makes intelligent runs. Like he makes really good intelligent runs, and he remind shit, bro. I'm not gonna say that, but I feel like he'll be like a good signing for like say
City.
Yeah, he would, bro. He would make a good signing for City, and no one has. And you know what's crazy? You're probably the first person to say suggest that. Like I think he will be
City.
a striker
Well,
for City.
right now, City they need a striker, bro. Aguero he keeps breaking, and like Pep's like not even Pep don't even want him in the lineup no more.
And his contract is out at the end of the season too. So I think
I think
leave.
And then yeah, because I know what's his fate. I know he tried
Jesus.
They tried playing. I mean, I don't know.
They fight the false nine. They tried to do the false nine.
The false nine.
And with Mahrez, that it didn't really work that well.
Nah, it did not work.
And I think I think he could play for. I think he could play. Oh my gosh. I'm forgetting his name right now. I don't know why. He could play Torres, but I'm forgetting his first name. I don't know why.
Is it Fabian? I know exactly
Florian Torres. He could play Florian Torres. I feel like he hasn't tried playing Florian Torres in that middle. I think I don't know correctly about that, but I think he could do a job down there in the middle. I feel like Pep Guardiola could mold him into a striker, not like a striker like Aguero, but he actually I'm kind of doubt that saying that, but I don't know. He just looks
Because I
like
don't know, like
he has that.
the thing with Pep's system is like he needs someone who like has that intuition to score, like that intuition to like know like where to be at the right time,
And
like when to make that run. You know, like a perfect
yeah.
person, like someone.
That's why like that Ollie Watkins suggestion that you just made is actually a good one because he's like when you watch him play, he's an intelligent player. Like he knows, like he knows when to make runs, and he knows how to hold up the ball, and like he drifts out wide sometimes, and he's not afraid to drift out wide. Like you don't Aguero doesn't really do that much. He's really in the box most of the time. Like he's in the box. But if you see Ollie Watkins, he can sometimes like drop and collect the ball where Aguero does, and like he can turn and shoot. And like Ollie Watkins is a good suggestion for City, bro. That's a good
He's like
suggestion
a
out of that.
he's like a young version of like Cavani.
Who you saying?
Watkins.
I don't know. Cavani's more like
if you look what he's doing, man, you know, when he goes in, like notice how like he's always in like the right place at the right time. Like he always makes that right pass.
That's always been Cavani though. Like that's always been
no,
Cavani.
but I'm saying like Watkins has like that intuition like that. Like
okay,
to
yeah,
like
that part
to
of
read the play, to like basically like to best position himself like on the field, like wherever that is, like at the time. But like he'll be able to like do it.
No, I feel like that part of his game, he does have it. I mean, like he needs to take like really good strides to really get to Cavani's level of awareness around the box.
I was just comparing like what I've seen like this season. I'm not saying like based over their careers, but like what Cavani's doing this year for me and you, like he just happens to be in the right place at the right time, like every time he plays.
Okay, now I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, but I wouldn't really compare them as like players, like overall players. But I see that.
Oh no! Of course not.
Nah, I see the part of the game that you're trying to assess, and I got you. But yeah, to move on, you know, we're trying to keep this as short as possible. To move on though, like we can move on to the Serie A, and you know, yeah, I'm gonna go first this time. You feel me? Because you went first last time, so I'm gonna go first.
Nah, let's go. Let's do back and forth.
Yeah, I'm gonna go first time with the team. I'm gonna go with the team.
Oh, okay, all right.
So we're doing Serie A right now, and for the team, I'm gonna.
You about to pull up the table?
No. I'm gonna say my team. I'm gonna say the team the surprising team for me. So for me, the surprising team this year is Sassuolo. For me, reason why I say that, you know, they're in 8th place right now. They started the season off pretty good. They were in the top 3 for about like
a couple months, right?
For like a month, probably like for a month or a month and a half. They were in the top 3, and then they kind of went on a shaky little run. And right now they're averaging 1.7 goals per game. They're conceding 1.5, and they were not conceding 1.5 when they were on that good stretch. Even though they did concede a lot of goals. I think around like a month, like in a month and a half into the season, it was like around 1.2, and it kind of got worse and worse because like they conceded 5 against Atalanta. They conceded 3 against, I think, Roma when it was like a 3-3 draw. And but to be honest, like overall, they're having a pretty good season. I feel like if they do get on a sort of good run, they did lose against Juventus. I don't know if it was 2 weeks ago, a week ago. I think it was 2 games ago or a game ago before the game.
Yeah, it was in that game. Cuadrado got a red card.
It could be that game. Because they lost against Juve 3-1.
Yeah, it was definitely that game.
And then they end up drawing too. They drew the game after that too, which I'm just like damn. I mean, like I'm not a Sassuolo fan or anything, but like they've been having a good season, and I think their coach, I forgot their coach's name. But he's a good coach. I think he's a really good coach for what he's doing with this team. I don't think the team is that good, to be honest. Of course, they're
I feel like they're kind of like having like the Atalanta impact, where it's like they're having that system where like every game, like it, like we're going to score goals. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's their mentality. Like they're always on the attack.
Okay, so
Like
deserve.
even with 10 men, like against Juve, they had 10 men and they still they still scored. Oh no, wait, no, you had 10 men. My fault. I'm bugging right now.
No, that's okay.
I'm a clown.
It happens. But De Zerbi is their coach, and he's a pretty young coach. Like he hasn't been coaching for that long, but he's a young coach and he's a good coach actually. Like um, their attack, of course, is their probably their best thing. Like Jeremy Boga, he's having a pretty good season as well. Um, he's having an okay season actually. He has 2 goals, 2 assists. It's okay, in 13 games. He hasn't. I think he's been injured in some of them, something like that. Berardi, of course. Berardi is their best player. He has 7 goals and 4 assists. Um, but he's always been their best player. He's always been their best player for like a long, long time, and he has not left their club, and I don't know why. I mean,
He's comfortable.
not well, not. I mean, I know. I think he went to either somewhere. I think he went to Atalanta or some team, some team, and then like he just something happened. Like because they say he's like kind of like he's a troublemaker, like he's a hothead, and he has like a lot of red cards, and he's just done a lot of like crazy things on the field and stuff. So he but even though he's been consistently their best player like all the time, so I'm surprised no team has like taken a bite on him. Like I feel like he would have been a great buy from Man United, to be honest. He would have been a great. I feel like Leicester. It's just to go back to Leicester for a second. They have like Cengiz Under on loan. Um, the games I've seen him play, he's played okay. He played okay against Arsenal. Had an assist when he came in. He looked okay, but I haven't really seen him play anymore, and I haven't seen him get any more minutes. And I wish he can get more minutes. I wish he could, but seeing that, I think Leicester do need a winger, and I feel like Berardi would be a perfect winger for them. To go back to Sassuolo, yeah, he's been their best player, and I feel like eventually he would. I feel like eventually, if a team comes and he really wants to leave, he could go, because I feel like now he has that discipline. But if he doesn't, then he'll just be a Sassuolo legend. To be honest, he'll just be one of their legends to stay if he stays at the club. What's your verdict?
Um, haven't really been watching that much Serie A this year, so. But to be honest, I'm surprised with how Milan's playing. Like, I guess my favorite team and I mean, surprise player and team is from the same team. Like, I'm gonna say it's Milan, and then I'm gonna say Ibrahimovic, because like
That's funny. That's
he's
funny because
he's
I also had Ibrahimovic as my surprise
because
player.
it's like, think about it, like he's carrying that team at 40 years old. Like and it's like when he went back to Milan, people are just like well, me, like I wasn't thinking too much of it. I was like, oh, it's like one of his old clubs, like still giving him a chance to play. Like that's the way like I saw it, pretty much.
hmm
But now since he started scoring goals and stuff, and they're winning games and they're in first place, I'm like, all right, he got to be the surprising player of the year, because it's like, who saw this coming?
So far, yeah. I mean, he is like this year, 12 goals, one
He's the
assist.
top. He's in goal. He got the golden boot right now, I think.
Yeah, in the Serie A, like I think he is top of the
Yeah.
league, and I wouldn't say he's carrying it so much because he's been out for the couple games, and Milan still have been playing good. They've been playing really good. I think Rafael.
Oh yeah. That's another thing too. Like the games that he's missed, they never missed a beat either. I feel like their defense really stepped up this year.
Almost definitely. Like a lot of their players, a lot of people did not believe in some of their players. I mean, right now they have a lot of defensive like injuries, and a lot of people are out with the sickness with
Code and shit.
yeah, they say some of them are out with that stuff. So whatever, it's whatever. But yeah, so they have a lot of injuries and a lot of those things going on. So a lot of players. That's why I feel like the game against Atalanta. That's the reason why they lost today. I mean, as today was speaking on a Saturday, so that's why I was saying today. They did play today. Today was Saturday. They lost 3-0 to Atalanta. And to be honest, yeah, I mean their whole team. To touch upon their whole team, Rafael Leao, 5 goals, 4 assists. Um, he looks good. Like it's surprising because last year he kind of struggled. Like I shouldn't say last year, probably like 2019 around that time. because Milan had a fantastic 2020. Like I think they went unbeaten for
Oh
like
yeah, when they came back
almost,
from the break and stuff. Yeah.
I think they either lost one game or went unbeaten for the whole entire 2020. Like
Mm-hmm.
starting from this year and from last campaign. So yeah, like they're having an amazing season. I think they lost. The only loss they had. Actually, they didn't go undefeated. I think in the league they went undefeated, but they had one loss against Lille when they got clapped up 4-0. And Lille also is having a good season, but we're not talking about Lille. But yeah, Ibra. Oh my gosh, Ibrahimovic. Yes, was also my surprising player of the year. I think he just. It's just the same. It's the same old Zlatan. Like, what else can we say? Like. What else can we say about this man? Like his hold up play is still amazing. He's still a strong player. Still
He's
makes
still in shape. Like
yeah. It's kind of funny because to see to see two old ass people leading the league in scoring. I think Ronaldo's 3 goals ahead of him at 15. But to see these three, actually the top 3 players are 30 and older, bro. Top 3 players are 30 and older.
who's the third?
Immobile.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's already 30?
Yes, bro. This is
Damn.
Ronaldo's 35. That's oh my gosh. Ronaldo is 35 years old, bro. So like combining all those ages, like 100 and something, bro. Those three. Ibra's 39, Ronaldo's 35, Immobile's 30. Top 3 scorers are all old. It's pretty much old. I'm not gonna call Immobile old, to be honest. And I'm sure
I mean, for like a regular player, that's old. Like
first
what
off,
Ronaldo and
first
Ibra are
off,
doing is like that's not the norm.
I mean, the only person I remember doing that at that type of like age, around the Zlatan age, was Quagliarella. I think he did like 2 years ago. He scored like 26 goals. I'm like, yo, what the hell's going on? playing for Sampdoria. I'm like, yo, what is going on with this man? Old as hell, like 36 years old. I think he's still playing too. He's still playing, man. Matter of fact, let me see how
Probably.
old this man is, bro. I gotta see how old this man is because I think he's still playing too. Let me see, man. Let me check 1 second, bro. It gonna take too long. Yeah, he's still playing, bro. 37 years old, bro. Still playing, bro. Still playing. Man. But we both had Ibra, and which was not. I don't think it would be a surprise. A lot of people would be like, it's probably like an easy answer, I guess. People were probably expecting something else, but like I don't know. I went with Sassuolo. He went with AC Milan. I mean, you can't say nothing else. But moving on to the next league, we would definitely gonna move on to La Liga. We're gonna move on to La Liga, and
Okay.
and you can shout out your team, my guy. You can do what you gotta do.
Shout out my team. I don't have no team in La Liga.
You're surprised. You're surprised too.
Okay. My fault.
Are you good?
I'll say my surprise team is.
I mean, let me give you the table before you.
Let me see the table because I might have
give you
to.
the table because I know you're recording on your phone, so I'm gonna help you out.
Mm-hmm.
Give you the table.
Because I definitely have my player.
Okay, so Atletico Madrid are in first place, which I should have knew that. So it's Atletico, Real Madrid, and then Sevilla, Barcelona, Villarreal, and Real Sociedad. That's the top 6 right now in La Liga.
The fact that La Liga let Barcelona get back into the top 4 is crazy.
And then Granada is in 7th. Betis is in 8th. I mean, Betis, to be honest, 1 through 6 are the only teams like
of relevance.
Because every other team has a minus goal difference. So it's like I don't.
That's crazy. Like it's hard. It's hard because like
from 7th,
like
all the way to down. Well, actually, all of them have minus goal difference. All of them.
From
From 7th.
So I guess So for team, I'm probably gonna go with Atletico
Mm-hmm.
Madrid, just because the way they were able to jump out to that lead, and now they have games in hand. Do they still have 2 games, or is it one now?
Nah, it's
'Cause I know
two.
they
Two.
it's
Two
2
games.
still. Okay, yeah. So I just feel like I don't know, like they're just that team that just finds a way to win. Like you seen their last game how Suarez got that penalty. I think it was like in the 80 something minute, and then they won two. They came back from 1-0 and won 2-1 against
That's a good. Oh fuck.
who was they playing? But yeah, like it was literally like the penalty, like it was like a touch foul. Like it was crazy that it was called. Like Suarez basically did everything right. And then you know what's even funnier, bro? He went to go take the penalty, bro, and then he chipped it, bro, right down the middle.
That's bro. I mean, that kind of reminds me of the Liverpool game when Burnley won. I was so happy when Liverpool lost. I love seeing the underdogs win, especially when it's like a team like Burnley. Like I just want to see Burnley just like win or succeed, bro. Just like watching them play because they work so hard. Like no bullshit. Like it reminds like, bro. If you look at Sean Dice, bro, it reminds me of Mr. Wan, bro. Just on the freaking sideline, just yelling, bro. And everybody on the team is just running, bro, working our asses off, bro. I mean, it reminds me of, bro, because we used to never stop running, bro. And if we did, it's just
That's all practice was. Practice was just running.
like he had nothing to do with our creative practice modes. But when it comes to fitness, he was like, "Yep, get your ass on the line." I'm trying to figure out who they played, but my phone is just this connection in this crib is.
And also, I don't know why I have Athletic Bilbao in my mind, but I don't think it was them. But it could be them. But
Yeah,
yeah, bro, they came back, won that game. So like they're just like finding ways to win. And I don't know, I feel like with the way like the season's playing out, I think they're gonna win the league.
Ibar.
Okay.
Ibar. And actually, I agree with you. I do think they will win the league this year. Because I just want to say that because I don't think any other team could do it other than Real Madrid. I don't think Sevilla will win the league.
Like no, like just the gap, just the lead that they have is just like I don't know. I definitely don't see Barcelona doing it. I mean, the only way I see Real Madrid doing it is if like
they're going a crazy ass run, right? So
they're going a crazy run, but like I feel like their players themselves like are too inconsistent. Like since this year started.
I mean, like Benzema is probably one of the more consistent players, and actually funny because Odegaard's linked with Arsenal for a 6-month loan, and I'll be so happy if he comes over here.
They said it's like 90%. He's definitely gone. Yeah, he's definitely gonna be gone because after all these times that Zidane tried him and it just hasn't gone well.
And the thing is, it's not that it hasn't gone well. Like he looks very creative. He presses, and which Zidane wants. Like he wants like his midfielders to press some of the times. It's just like
there's just no results.
He just not. I don't think he's not giving them enough like on the field. Like just let him play. You gotta let it. Sometimes you just gotta let the player play through it, even if you don't feel like they're scoring.
Because what's his face? Jovic. He went back to the Bundesliga. In his first game, I think he scored. I think if it was
had a brace. Goal, I think it was he had 2. A brace, bro.
Yeah, he scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like sometimes when you get put in that big club, that big environment, like some people just fold.
I don't think he folded. I don't think because when I seen Real Madrid buy him and I'm like thinking about it, I'm like, does Jovic really fit their system? Because when I see Benzema, especially when Benzema used to play with Ronaldo, Benzema is really good at linking up play, and he's really good at dropping deep. Like he's surprisingly very good at creating sometimes. Like he's surprisingly very good. And I don't see Jovic as that type of striker. So them buying him, I didn't really see it as making much sense. Like I didn't even see Zidane like Zidane wanting Jovic. I don't really see it. I don't think that's Jovic's like game. I don't think he fits that Benzema.
I think they bought him because I think they think that Benzema's on his last legs. So I think they wanted to do was like that was going to be his replacement.
Yeah, but I don't see like of course, but like I don't see the replacement being the person to replace Benzema because like they didn't
Hmm.
buy the right striker to replace him. Like like for me, of course, like the obvious choice would be Holland, but like that's boring. I just think that's just boring. And I think what's his face Andre Silva, the way he's playing right now, would be would actually be a good cop up. I think like sharing like a player like him that went to a big club and didn't do that well, but
Hmm.
I think could fit. I think he could fit that type of mold. I think you can mold him into that striker. I think he can do a little bit of everything that Benzema kind of does. Not saying as good because I think Benzema has been undervalued for in terms of like people speaking about him
I
for
feel like his whole career he's been undervalued.
yeah, and I feel you on that. But yeah, I'm gonna go on with my
Yeah,
team.
who's your team?
For La Liga, I went with Real Sociedad.
You know what's funny? I was just about to pick them, but I was like, nah, I can't do it because my players from that team. So I rather just pick a different team.
Okay. Yeah, so I picked Real Sociedad. Um
Hmm.
for me, like they started the season off amazingly. Like they went
They
first
started
place.
seeing it on fire.
Yeah, facts. They were on fire, they were scoring goals. And I love the talent that they have. Like I love their talent. Alexander Isaac, he's a great young striker. I think he's still 21, 22. Dortmund, when he went to Dortmund, I think Dortmund should have when they bought him, they should have just sent him on loan immediately. Like they should have just did that with him. Excuse me. Ayazabal, of course, is I mean, what is it? Just like Man City was linked with him a couple years ago, I think for like 70 million, and I don't think he was worth 70 million at that time. But looking at it now, like I think it'll be perfect that they go back in for him. To be honest, it would it would be nice if they do. Um,
Mhm.
looking at his stats, you know, 8 goals, 4 assists this year, and he almost has like an 80. He has almost an 80% passing accuracy. He's a really good. He's like one of those wingers. He's like an attacking midfielder playing on the wing, but knows how to play on the wing. I don't know if that makes any sense. So he's a creative winger. You know, I should have just said that to be honest, but he's a creative winger, and he does float inside sometimes. He floats in, um, but he also can take on people from the outside. So like he could take people on outside. He could score goals, um, and he could score a lot of different type of goals. To be honest, like I don't think he just cuts in and stuff like that. Like he could make he could make runs sometimes to get into creative spots. And I think Real Sociedad in general, their whole team, I think their defense has been pretty good this year too, not so bad. Um but overall, like I love their talent for their team, like overall, just in general. Um yeah, just I feel like I'm kind of like sad right now in a sense like I feel like they should be in the top four. I don't feel like Barcelona deserves it, even though I don't think people be slating Ronald Koeman a lot. But I think he's a good coach. Like I think he's a actually good coach. He kind of fits what they're trying to do, but I think people were so used to watching Barcelona like press a lot, and they were really push a high pressing team. They didn't really pass the ball around too slowly. Then that's the problem. Like they're really slow on the build up. They're not as fast as they used to be on the build up. But these
Mhm.
past couple games, it's been kind of different. But I feel like Coleman, if he implements and gets the players he wants and stuff like that, I don't think he would be that bad as a coach. I think there's better options out there than Coleman, but I think Coleman is a good coach for right now for Barcelona to have.
Mhm. I think. I mean, with Barcelona, I feel like it's more like I think it's more on like the board because it's like they're bringing in. Oh shoot! Oh my gosh! Wow. But they should just
I'm
my
leaving that
phone
shit
just fell
in
under the bed.
you said what?
No, my phone just fell under the bed.
Yeah, sick. I'm leaving this shit.
But
I'm not editing this shit out.
chill, bro. But but yeah, no, I feel like with Barcelona, I feel like they just be bringing in players who don't like fit their system at all, and like I don't know, like actually, the way that they handle with their personnel is what's causing all their problems. That's what I think.
Oh,
Because like they should have never let Suarez leave. They should have never brought in Griezmann. Like they don't need him, and they should that swap, that Arthur and Pjanic swap. It really didn't make a difference. And like I don't know, their defense is like they have a lot of areas on their team that they gotta, like, they're just old and like they gotta move on.
facts. I
And
like.
I feel like my fault to cut you off, but like
No, no, you good, you good.
if they, I feel like once they get rid of Messi, I feel like all the other pieces are gonna start moving as well. Like
Yeah,
I feel like since they're holding on to Messi, they're still holding on to like some type of like hope, I guess you could say.
and most definitely, most definitely. So just to like touch back on Sociedad, they're only conceding about 1 goal a game. They're at 0.9. So like their defense is actually it's been okay this season. It's just like certain games they lack that cutting edge. They lack to finish games off. They tied. I think the last game was 2-2. They tied against Betis. But yeah, to touch back on Barcelona, what you were saying, like I completely 100% agree with that. I feel like they should have just let Messi go to begin with. They should just let him go. And I feel like, yeah, like them not having Messi, they lose a lot of money. But you lose a lot of money anyways by paying this man. You pay this man like $1 million. I think like a
A
week.
week.
His wage is insane. Like I'd rather for me as a bit like for me as Barcelona as a business, sometimes you got to take that L. You got to take that L and just let the man go
Like,
and
because like
rebuild. Like,
he's been there for what, like 18 years or something like that. Like
oh yeah,
he's been
I
there
think
long.
they got him when he was 12. I think got him when he was
Oh, they got him even younger. Okay, my fault. He's
They
been
got
there
him
for
when he
like
was 12.
20 years. Yeah, he's been there for like 20 years and some training stuff. Oh yeah, because he went through the academy and stuff. I forgot. But
Nah, it's okay.
I'm thinking of like his time with the first team. But like
Oh yeah, he did.
like
His time with the first team, he started when I think he had his debut at Oh man, I want to probably like 19, 19 around there. Or it was probably
yeah,
more. It's probably later than that. Probably I don't know. I think it was
later. Nah, I think it was earlier than that.
because I know his first game was around 2003 or four. That was his first game for Barca. Because he definitely didn't play before that. Because Arsenal played in the Champions League final against Barcelona in 04, I think, or 06. Was it 06? Yeah, it was 06. I think it was 06. It was 06. Um, and I don't. I think he started in 04. He started in 04, and I think he was like either 18, 19, or probably like 17, maybe. I don't remember, to be honest. But I completely agree with you. They should just let that man's go and take that L with the money, like whatever money he's bringing in, because you're Barcelona at the end of the day. Like he put your club in a certain status. Now it's time for you to.
Like
You
you're
gotta
still
just take
gonna
that
have
L.
that status. Like you just gotta you just gotta do it. Like you like them
It's because
they're
regardless,
peeling the band-aid off like so slowly when you should just rip it off.
facts. Because to be honest, like you're gonna take the L regardless. Like next year, this year, like I
Nah,
mean,
in the
the
summer
year before.
in the summer he's leaving on a free transfer.
Yeah, you could. Bro, you
So
could have
they
just
should have
sold him.
they
You could
should
have
have
got some
sold him.
bread. Like to be honest, I would have been City, bro. Give me 100 mil. Okay, okay. Here, Messi, go to City or PSG. Give me 100 mil. Messi, go
Because
over
how much did Ronaldo cost to go to Juve?
100 and something, bro. I think it was like 107. And I can't believe they spent that much money on him. I mean, it's of course if it's his contract, but it's like God, like
Mm-hmm.
wow. He's like I think he's
Nah,
like
but
he's
like that, like
32.
in itself, like that's a steal though. For like the type of player you're getting, like there's no price tag on them. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, facts. And see the thing with Messi is just like why it's like do we even know what he actually wants to do? Like, did we actually think he wanted to go to City to play with Pep Guardiola? Did we actually know? We don't know. People think they know, but I'm pretty sure they don't know.
I don't know. People say it's either between Man City or PSG. And
or
I'm
you
like,
or the U.S. Because he actually said he
yeah,
wants to go to the U.S. So
I wouldn't be surprised if David Beckham snatched him up too.
that'd be funny. But
Nick,
you could touch upon your player now. To be honest,
who is your player? Or you didn't say it yet?
nah. I said my team. You said your team. I said my team. Now it's your turn to say
Oh,
it.
okay. My player is David Silva. I don't know if I know he got hurt for a little bit. I don't know if he's been back, but he's definitely my surprise player just because like the way that he left City and then came to Real Sociedad, it was kind of like I kind of felt like he was kind of like outcasted from like the spotlight of like being like a good player, if that makes sense. Like, because
Yeah, when
like
you're
Robin
old,
and Ribery are like still playing. Yeah, exactly. Like you're gonna go somewhere just to keep playing as opposed to like actually like being like
contributing.
yeah, exactly, as opposed to
Yeah.
contributing. But like I feel like whatever he's brought to Real Sociedad is what got him to where they are today. Like especially the way when they first started off,
Mm-hmm.
he was he was big in their link up play early in the season for sure. So I have him as my surprise player just because it's like I feel like he was like they counted him out, if that makes sense, and he rose to the occasion.
Oh yeah, I mean he did fill in that role that Odegaard when Odegaard left, he filled that Odegaard role when it came to like linking up the midfield to the attack in a very easy way. And it was a very easy it was a very like easy replacement if you really like looked at it. I mean, like I didn't think anything of Sociedad. They had a
Mm-hmm.
decent season last year, but I didn't really think of anything. I mean now they're in sixth place, but it's like they can still make a run at it if they get into the right form. They can still make a run at Champions League maybe. And actually like I'm kind of tired just seeing I'm so tired of I wish Real Madrid got knocked out of the Champions League. I really did. I wanted them to so bad, like in that group stage. But I'm just so tired of seeing Barcelona and Real Madrid winning their league. I'm tired of seeing them in the chip. I just don't like Real
Nah, I'm
Madrid.
hip.
I don't like them.
Um,
I don't like them. I just don't.
mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I just,
Nah, I hear you 100%. I don't like him either.
I just like it's it's boring, but not boring sometimes when it's competition. Like I like if they're gonna win the league, I don't like seeing them easily win the league. If they're gonna win the Champions League, I don't like them easy. Like I liked when Barcelona won the 2014 Champions League with MSN and all that stuff because like I felt like it was fun, because Juve could have
Mm-hmm.
won, but they didn't. It was a 3-1 score, but it's that bar this. I'm tired of seeing them win. So I would like to see a team like Sociedad like kick Barcelona out and make Barcelona play in the freaking Europa League.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be kind of funny. But yeah, to make I'm gonna go on to my player so we won't take too long. But to move on, I'm going with what's his face? Yusuf and Nasiri. I don't know if you know him, but he's a striker for Sevilla, and he leads the league in scoring right now. After today, he scored a hat trick today, and now
Okay.
he leads the league in scoring right now. Um, he has 16 goals out competition because he has 4 goals in the Champions League, and he has 12 goals in the league with 0 assists, no assist. It's okay because he's scoring goals. It's okay. But yeah, he looks. I mean, he's been linked to West Ham recently. I don't know if you've seen that. He's been linked to West Ham. Are you frozen? You frozen, bro?
I'm frozen.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let me just close that. First of all,
Oh, now you good. You good now. You good now.
I'm good. Oh, okay. All right.
So yeah, like every time I seen him play this year, he looks real good. Like he doesn't look bad. He looks like a West Ham type of player. Like what I mean is like that's the caliber of team. He could go higher. He's not old. He's very young, to be honest. He's not old at all. He's only 23 years old, so he could make a step up. And that Moroccan team, they have a lot of good players. Ziyech, this kid right here, Hakimi. Their team's really good.
The team's hitting that like that generational talent. Like
It is. It is. I mean, to speak about Sevilla, like Sevilla right now, they're in third place, and their team they caught form right in the right time because they started the league off real slow. But he's been a good player this whole year. Like, I like the way his the way he makes his runs is very good. Uh his his shot accuracy is okay. I mean, actually, it's pretty good. 53% is pretty good. He's not that good of a passer, so you can see why he doesn't get an assist. But he's always in the right place at the right time. He scores. He can score with his head. He can score with both of his feet, even though he's prominent left. He's a left footer. But he's a good striker. He makes good runs. He makes intelligent runs. He's not that bad at holding up the ball either. Not as much as people might say or see, but he's not that bad. He had good games in the Champions League as well. I mean, the other two teams, other than Chelsea, that were didn't have good Champions League campaigns, but he played good against them. So what can you say? But yeah. To move on now, you went first. You went first last time, right? For La Liga, did you?
mhm.
All right. So now we're gonna move on to the Bundesliga, and my surprise team is Wolfsburg.
They're in their top 6, right? Or they're in 7th.
They actually moved into fourth.
Oh, they moved into 4th. Okay, because last time I checked, they was up there.
They won 7th. I think they won 8th or 7th, and then they won. They won today, I think.
Oh, okay.
All these teams are winning today. Actually, let me just.
Bundesliga be getting me mad because it's like every time like Bayern drops points, everybody else wants to drop points too.
It's funny because they actually beat Bayer Leverkusen today, which is actually a big game.
What was the score?
1-0.
Oh, okay. Leverkusen could have been top of the table. Leipzig could have been top of the table. Dortmund could have been top of the table. That's really funny.
I mean, yeah, like that. Nah, you're good, bro. You're good. Like their best player.
I have. It's out.
Huh?
Say it again. It broke up for a second.
Nah, so they're averaging a 1.5 goals a game and conceding only 1.1 goals conceded, which they kind of their team it's always been consistently good for like the last, I think, 2 years. I think they had back-to-back 7th place finishes, and their expected points has them finishing around that like place, like around space. But if they do continue to play this way, they could get into the Champions League. And this is what I like to see. Like, I like to sometimes see teams like Wolfsburg that haven't been in the Champions League, I think, since like 2014, when they almost beat Real Madrid in the round of 16.
I remember that. It was the aggregate was like something crazy, I think.
Yeah, it was.
Right? It was just goals back and forth. Yeah,
it was like 5-4, something crazy like that. But their best players, there's this striker,
Weghorst or
Weghorst, yeah,
I don't know how to pronounce his name. Yeah.
I'm so sorry if I'm butchering people. If we're butchering people's names, we sorry. We don't mean it like that.
But FIFA has his pace at like 40 something, bro.
And he's not slow at all. Like, I don't get it.
He's not at all.
He's tall as hell. He's like 6'6", something crazy like that. He has a good pace on him.
And he has a good shot.
His hold-up play is, I mean, he's big. Like, he's physical. Of course, his hold-up play is going to be amazing. But he could practically do everything on the field. Like, he for his height, he can dribble. Like I said, he can head, he can shoot, he can do all that stuff. He has 12 goals and 1 assist in the Bundesliga to date. But yeah, you can go on to your team, of course. You know, because we want to keep this quick.
My surprise team is probably I want to say Leverkusen, because like because in losing Kai Havertz, he was kind of like the bread and butter of like their attack. So like losing him, I didn't think that like they would get better. Like Diaby got better.
They have this young player, Florian Wirtz.
Yeah, they have players that they're just taking their moment, like their opportunity, and then they're just running with it.
No, I do agree. He is and he's only 17.
Yeah, the team is young. The team is young.
And I
do be doing what they're doing right now.
And Diaby is a team's gonna snatch him up eventually, because I don't know what the hell.
Oh,
PSG.
and Diaby, and I think his name's Bailey. Bailey's the other dude.
Leon Bailey, yeah, Leon Bailey's having a good
Yeah.
season as well. He had he had a nice ball out to Diaby for his goal against I think it was against Bayern. I don't remember. I think they beat Bayern 3-2. It was some other team. They ended up winning. And he had a nice ball to him. Like a nice ball. Diaby got it down, but like the shot was lucky enough to go in because I feel like it was right at the keeper, but the pass was good. And Diaby, like if Diaby is finishing, if it gets to the next level, I think he's gonna be a really good player. Really good player. I think he gets snatched.
I don't think Yeah, I think he's gonna get snatched up pretty soon. I feel like within like the next couple of years, if anything.
Yeah,
like
if he
latest.
keeps going like this, it's gonna be an easy buy, a very easy buy. But yeah, you gotta if you want, you can go ahead and say your player, and then you can come back to me if you want. Go after that.
Okay. Okay. So my surprising player. Ooh, I don't really. Why do I feel like I just had one, but that shit just disappeared? To be honest, I don't think I have for now. I don't think I have a player because let me think.
I mean, it's okay. I mean,
Yeah, no, it's not. I don't really because I haven't
to be
really.
honest, most of this is off the top of our heads. Most of this is off the top of my heads. Okay, most of it.
Yeah, it's tough because I just don't want to like. It's not that I don't want to list like someone who's known, but like
you want to give it a shot.
I don't know, like
because the person I have for the French league for our last league is someone that no one knows. To be honest,
I was thinking because I was thinking someone from Leipzig. Because I just feel like since Leipzig lost Werner, like the fact that like they're still able to like score goals and still compete in games, like playing that false nine system, is just I don't know. I give them all, the whole team, the whole 11. Yeah.
I mean, I could probably like if you want, I could slide you a player from Leipzig's team.
I feel like is Danny, is his name Danny Olmo?
Danny Olmo? Yeah.
Is he on Leipzig?
Yes, he is. He's been having a great season. I mean,
I think I'm thinking about him. Okay, I'm talking about him because I was I either thought that he was on Mönchengladbach because I was about to say them, but I was like, nah, there's no way. Yeah, nah.
I mean, you could say some players in their team too. I mean, like Florian Neuhaus. Florian Neuhaus on Mönchengladbach is having a good season as well.
Oh yeah, no, I expect them
too.
They need a who are they playing in Champions League? They're playing Chelsea, right?
Who Gladbach?
Mönchengladbach. Yeah, they're playing somebody that they that I want them to beat so bad.
I think it's Real. No, it's Man City. Playing Man City.
Damn. I feel like I want them to do so good because like I know they're not doing good right now in the Bundesliga, so like Champions League for them next year is gonna be looking slow. So I want them to do good in that this year.
I mean, they had a little a little like reinsurance. I mean, they did beat Dortmund yesterday.
4-2. Yeah, that's another thing too. They're beating the top teams, like.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, and Dortmund is just, it's ridiculous the way, like, I just don't get it. Like they fired oh my gosh, why can't I remember this dude's name, man? Can I remember this dude's
name? They fired their coach, even though like I feel like most of the problems they've been having, like Favre. I feel like you can't coach that. Like the way that
should have fired him. I think it was just too soon to fire him so close, like right now in this midst of the season. You should have just kept him on.
They were in second place when they fired him. And now they're in what, third or fourth?
Nah, they're in seventh. They dropped all the way to seventh today.
I don't know what's going with me. I was just about to say seventh, but I couldn't like believe what I was just about to say. Yeah, nah, they dropped to seventh. Yeah, that's just crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a tough season for Dortmund, especially. To move on though to my player, I'm gonna go with Adrien Silva, and I did recommend him for Real Madrid to sign him, but he's killing it this year, bro. He has 14 goals and 2 assists. I think like 4 of them are probably from penalties, but
that don't matter, nigga. A goal's a goal.
Facts. And he's been real good this year. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he's kind of like he's a real poacher striker. You feel me? Like sometimes he's in the right place at the right time. He's actually really good with the ball at his feet too. And driving at defenders. Yeah, I just love the way he plays. To be honest, like my dad used to talk a lot of like good stuff about him. Like he loved him. Like he wanted Arsenal to sign him, and he was happy when he went to AC Milan, and I was happy because I love AC Milan. I always loved AC Milan since I was a kid. Kaká used to be my favorite player to watch, so AC Milan was always a good team to me. And then I just like seeing them do so shit for his past.
Yeah, that stretch that the City I went through, that shit was brutal. Where it was just like Juve and the rest of the field. It's
yeah, and like people don't understand. Like Serie A used to be the best league in the world. Used to be the best league in the world. Like if you go see right now, like like the Spanish league always had the best, you could say the best teams. Like Real Madrid, of course, have 13 Champions Leagues, and then Serie A, AC Milan has 7. They're the second team with the most Champions Leagues. But yeah, just to touch back on André Silva, I feel like he deserves another chance. It's kind of like Renato Sanchez. Like a lot of those Portuguese players that were coming up and stuff, they all deserve a second chance for another shot for a big team,
Yeah. I don't think when he played on Everton, I don't think he fit with them at all. Like that's the same one you're talking about, right?
Who?
André Silva, right? He was on Everton. Or was that on loan? Because I know he played on Everton. If it wasn't last, I think it was like a couple of years ago.
Nah, I don't think. Nah, he didn't go to Everton, bro. He was at AC Milan.
Nah, come on, bro. I'm pretty sure he was. Let me see. Because I remember he would never start. Barely would start. Oh, okay. I must be thinking about somebody else then. Nah, you're right. I must be thinking about somebody else.
Yeah, you are thinking about somebody else.
So who am I thinking about?
Yeah, who are you thinking about? Because now I'm starting to think about who you're thinking about. Because I don't know. I think he wore like number 33 or something like that.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Just come back, bro. It's okay.
Yeah,
we can leave that dude in the past.
We'll leave it for another day.
Yeah,
we'll leave it for another day.
We'll most definitely be more prepared. But André Silva for me, most definitely. So now we're gonna move on to the last league and then move on to our personal question. I'm gonna make this one quick. You feel me? What is
no one cares about the League One right now.
I left the best for last. Okay, which is the easiest. So for you, for this, so actually, we're gonna go over these players, but like really briefly. I'm just gonna like after we do League One, but what's your team? What's your surprise team? What's your surprise team right now? If you've been seeing or keeping up with their...
I haven't even been keeping up, but basically my surprise team is any team above PSG. Because isn't PSG in like third place right now?
Nah, there's no team above PSG. I mean, that was
until... Oh, they went back into first? Oh, okay. Nah, because I remember they were doing like pretty bad for a while.
Lille and Lyon. Lille's in second place. Lyon is in third. And that's all I remember right now.
Like I like Lyon. It just sucks that like once like the pandemic like clears up, like the good players are gonna get bought.
Oh, in the summertime?
Mm-hmm. That's when the money's coming. Because I know Depay wants to leave. I feel like Bamba's gonna get sold too.
They do have some old players. Aouar would definitely leave in the summer. I think he will leave in the summer.
I think he was supposed to leave last summer, but like
Arsenal,
like
we decided to go for Partey. Lyon wanted more money up front, so.
Oh, okay, yeah, I was about to say I knew he was in some type of deal. Okay.
Yeah, they wanted more money up front.
But yeah, he's definitely gonna be gone too because he's only what 23, 24?
Yeah, around that age. I think you got that right. He's around that age, to be
Something,
honest.
yeah, something like that. So,
Shit, bro.
but yeah, especially after what they did in Champions League, like I feel like they carried that momentum into the next season since like they only had like a month off or something like that.
The thing is that their league got canceled, so like they felt robbed because they felt like they didn't get a chance to use that
Oh
momentum.
yeah,
Because you remember
oh
the
yeah, I
French
remember
league?
that. Yeah, they ended it. They just made
Yeah,
PSG champions.
yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, I feel like when they did that, I feel like the clubs in that league, I feel like they saved money. So if you think about it, like if you already know your season's over, you don't have to prepare like to play no games. Like you don't have to
Nah, you make
like Are you
you
saying
lose money.
they still lost?
You definitely lose money because like because especially that I mean right now Lyon itself I mean not Lyon like the French league itself they're struggling right now because of their TV revenue stuff like that. And so them playing right now, for them missing that out, I think is what got them into this. I think it made it even worse for the struggle because they didn't hold out, like they didn't wait. You feel me? Like
Mm-hmm.
I like
Oh, you're saying
they weren't
they
patient.
made that decision too quick.
They made it way too quick. But yeah, so what team did you pick?
Lyon.
Okay, I also went with Leon too. I mean,
Oh,
if you
oh wow.
if you want, I can. Well, not if you want, because I'm gonna say it anyways. But so
Yeah, say it.
right now they're like right now they're good like they're a good overall team. Like it's kind of like this is actually an actual surprise because I didn't really think they would be as good. I think they would have been enough to probably make it into the Champions League, but to compete for the league, everyone usually thinks PSG is going to run it over, but
Mm-hmm.
I thought Lille had a pretty good chance to getting at them, and also like Marseille are
Mm-hmm.
not doing as good as they were last year, but just yeah, they're just a surprise and kind of disappointment in the French league right now for me. But Lyon
Mm-hmm.
right now they're averaging 1.9 goals per game and they're barely conceding a goal. So they're averaging basically 2 goals a game and conceding 1 goal. So their defense is real good. They have a defender named Liao Debos. Oh my gosh, pronunciations, man. Debos.
He's French.
And,
Or you don't know? That's fine if you don't know.
most likely.
Probably. His name's probably gonna be like Dubois.
Yes, it is Dubois. Leo Dubois. Plus. So he's averaging 56% of his duels, and and he wins like 78% of his tackles, and his passing accuracy is over 84% out of the back, so that's real good. Like, and he's only 25 years old, so if there's someone out there looking for a good defender, that would be a very good defender to look for. Because their defense that's pretty good, bro. They're 1.9 goals a game, like zero point 0.9
Oh
goals a
yeah.
game, like barely conceding a goal a game. Well, actually, I shouldn't say
Mm-hmm.
barely. Shouldn't say barely, but they're basically conceding 1 goal a game. That's a pretty good defense. Not gonna lie. All right, moving on to player. What you think about player, man? I'm gonna drink some water.
Player.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink some water.
Um. Hmm.
You can go with anybody.
Anybody?
Yeah.
A surprise player for me is probably.
Think about
I don't
Depay.
even.
He's having a good season. 11 goals, 5 assists.
Yeah, but like, yeah, he's doing better than what's expected of him. But like, I
I,
kind of like.
I think I
I'm
think
not
I
really.
think he's
I'm not a
expected to do
surprise.
that. I think
Yeah,
he's
like that.
expected to do that shit.
No, like that's what I'm saying. Like he's expected to do that, so like I'm not really surprised by it. But like, yeah, I don't really be watching the French league. I'm not gonna lie, the French league doesn't really. It doesn't do much for me. I don't know.
If
Yeah,
you don't got to play, I got an old
yeah,
player.
just skip me because I don't feel like talking about
At least you're
them.
being honest. At least you're being honest. I ain't gonna cap. So for me, I went for Andy oh my gosh, Andy Di Di Lorto. Andy Di Lorto. He's 29 years old. He plays for Montpellier, and Montpellier are not having a good season, but this is a surprising player. He's 29 years old. Never really heard of him that much, but when I was doing a little bit of research for this, like for the video and like stuff like that, like quick research, because we came up with this real quick off the top, and I did like quick research on all this. So he has 9 goals and 6 assists for the whole season in 18 games, which is pretty good. Like he's 29 years old. And I don't think like age really matters around 29 years old. Like I feel like a team can still.
I mean, that's the middle of your prime. Like, yeah.
Like I think if a team is looking for somebody creative and can get them goals from midfield, he could be a good he could be a good option.
He's a midfielder.
Yeah, so I think he is.
Do you be scoring goals outside the box?
No, he doesn't. You don't have to score goals outside the box.
No, I'm not saying he has to. I'm just saying, like, if that's how he's scoring, then this dude's a beast.
Nah, let me I mean, they get clapped up today. They got clapped up. They got clapped up. Very clapped up. They got clapped up by PSG, of course, but you know it happens. Actually, I lied. He's a forward. He's a forward, but he can. I feel like he could drop into areas. He could probably drop into those areas. But like if somebody's looking for a winger, he is Algerian too, so they got good players. And most of the Algerians, like most of them, like for example, Mahrez is Algerian, but he did grow up in France. He speaks French and all that stuff, and so that's why you can see in his dribbling skills. And Andy's the same way. Yeah, I mean, Andy's the same way. Like he's a really good dribbler. Like he's pretty good at dribbling. But for his age, I feel like a team that just like needs like a little bit of like flair.
A veteran presence, nigga.
Nah, just like some flair, bro. Like a nice flair, just doing like, but not to the flair where it gets annoying. But it's just like a little bit of flair and just like a little bit excitement, creativity. Create something out of nothing. Maybe he could do a job. Maybe. Who knows? We don't know because he plays for Montpellier and we don't really watch him that much. So we're gonna move. So now we're gonna move into personal questions. To be honest, so, goddamn, bro, I like kind of like a funny question to you. So, what was the funniest moment you had on a football field that you can remember?
On a football pitch, the funniest moment. Oh man, let me think. Funniest moment. It'll probably have to be. Nah, that wasn't really funny. That was like shocking. Damn. Oh, the funniest thing. It probably has to be that day when we were playing against when we played against Abington and we like smacked them. What was it, like 9-0 or something like that, like 9-1, like something crazy. But like towards like the end of the game, like we were pretty much like playing keep away with them. And it's just funny just watching them trying to get the ball and they just never did.
Nah, that was very actually you actually made me remember. I had like a little memory, like a little vivid memory about that day. Because I do remember playing keep away because to the point where Mr. Price, this man
Mr. Price came out and he was like yeah, y'all need to shut it down.
I'm like, what are you talking about? Like
didn't I think I came
and
out.
It was,
like,
bro,
he took some of us out.
Yeah, he did, bro. And we had like, it was like in the 65th minute, bro.
Yeah, it was
already winning. Like, guys, like it was annoying because it was like 7-0, and he came over. He was like, "Yeah, we gotta shut it down." And then we scored like 2.
Oh yeah, then we scored
2 minutes. We scored 2 goals and like quick. It was quick too, and then he just like
was the one where Chris ran like the whole field with the ball and then scored. He was tight that day when Mr. Price said that. He was like, "Nah, I'm scoring another one."
Bro, it was annoying because I passed him the ball. Like I gave, like he was like on the wing. I gave him the ball, and he just like, and then Mr. Wine was on the sideline. Just run with the ball, Chris. Run with it. Just go. And I'm like, okay. All right, bro. It is what it is, though. But yeah, yeah, bro. That's all we got for you guys today, man. If you guys like
whoa. What's your funny moment?
Oh, you want
What's your funny moment? Yeah, of course.
Okay, bro. So there's this. It was the one game against Canton. We lost 3.
Nah, don't talk about that. I think I know what you're about to say, but keep going.
Nah, so this man PJ, like he tried to like kick the ball. Like so for example, like the ball like went over, like it went over my head.
Mm-hmm.
And then like it was like bouncing towards PJ. And like PJ tried to like go kick the ball, but he missed kick the ball. And like I just seen the whole entire action play out, and it was just hilarious, bro. Like I was just like I didn't know what to do. I was just dying, bro.
Oh.
It was like two. It was like 2-2 at that time.
Mm-hmm.
It was just so funny
Mm-hmm.
because I was just like why when the ball went over my head, so I jumped, like
Mm-hmm.
the ball's too, it was too high, so I jumped to go get it, just like, and like okay, it's like it's gonna go back to PJ, and this dude goes to kick it, bro, and just like completely
Swing and
missing
a
the
miss.
ball. I'm just like, yo, I was just like I stopped for like a couple seconds, just like it's like it is what it is, bro. Because that game, a lot of that game, like I know like two people on the field, they just didn't have a good game that game. So it's like seeing that just made me laugh because we was just going through so much that game.
I thought you were gonna talk about that little, like, remember how they had like that ball boy, that little kid, that like
Oh
4-year-old, like
yeah,
mad small, bro. Remember how every time I go get the ball, he like hold it for mad long,
yeah,
and
bro.
then like
Those
I'd have to go get it, and then I told him, I was like, yo, hurry up. And then remember was it the cheerleaders? Oh no, it was the girls team, because I think they were about to play
yeah,
on
yeah,
the
it was a girls
after
team.
us. Bro, every playing the girls team starts yelling at me like, why you yelling, little kid? Don't treat him like that, like blah blah blah. I'm sitting here and I'm like, why y'all have him as a ball boy? I have the right to yell at him. Like, he ain't giving me the ball. I need the ball. Like, I
Nah,
just
because
like
he didn't understand. He understand like yo, like and the girls don't understand. The girls team at that time didn't understand either because like yo, like the game at that time, I think we was losing too. It was like 2-1. And we're trying to get the game back. And we should never
yeah.
lose against that team. Like we should never
We
lost
should
against them.
no, we should have at least tied. We should have at least tied 3-3 with them. Everybody be hating me. Oh, you know what? Actually, I do have a funny moment. Funniest moment when I was on the pitch. Um, I was playing. What was I playing? I think I was playing center back. The other team, I think we had a corner. The other team's on a fast break. So like, you know how there's that big gap from like the penalty box to half, and
Hmm.
like you could see them like starting the fast break. So they're doing the other team. He's kicking the ball towards me. I'm like backing up towards like half, but I'm like, all right, I can't keep running back. I'm gonna have to like attack the ball eventually. So I waited until he kicked the ball just a little bit too far ahead of him. I was like, all right, bet this is my chance. I went, I just cleared it, and this is at Belcher. So like we was playing like the middle. I kicked it all the way to like the sideline where like cars park. Like it hit the trees, like up there. Like I just booted the ball. But right when I did that, the kid was right there, caught up to me, and I just threw him a mean shoulder and just body checked, like leveled him to the ground. All the parents started yelling at me, talking about, ref, what is that? But I'm like, yo, I just kicked the ball and he just happened to be in the way. But I forced it. I gave him like a mean shoulder. Like he was on the ground. He was on the ground for a little bit. I probably knocked the wind out of him for sure. Who was that against? I think that was against like, who's that against? I think it was like Whitman or like Wayman. It was either one of those two. I forget which one.
I don't
I think it
remember
was
because
like Whitman.
I
Oh
don't
no,
remember
this was
playing that
this was
game
with
with
the
you.
town. Nah, this was with the town.
Oh,
That's why.
outside. Yeah. Okay. 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 All that. But no bullshit. I feel like it's time. I feel like we're gonna let it out here. We're gonna leave it out right here.
No, that sounds perfect to me.
Thank you guys for joining us today. If you enjoyed the video,
Appreciate it.
please like, subscribe, share. And to be honest, you don't have to. I mean, it'll be nice to watch the whole video, but 2 hours, at least watch a little bit. You feel me? Support the channel.
So put this part in the beginning so they know to watch a little bit.
But all right, guys, catch you guys later.
First of many.